All right, this is Midwest Ganges by Dave Pedersen. Roll down the cupped hands of the masses, a foamy brew of Wisconsin. Roll down through peat and asphalt from rooftop empires and shallow light. Roll down in twisted roots and streams, reflect iridescent mirages and 24-hour idols. Roll down to whisper on workers' lips with ladles of hollowed ash. Roll down and wash the earth. Roll down, almighty rock. So I'm Dave Pedersen. I'm the owner of Maze Books in Rockford, Illinois, also a poet and writer. Well, I was a songwriter for a long time. I wrote a lot of folk music and kind of, I guess, indie rock music. I just got tired of it. I was ready to retire. I was playing these songs that were like very intimate, looking out at the sea of, these people who were disinterested in what I was doing. So I decided to, kind of put the music away, and I had this bank of song ideas that I wanted to do, but I couldn't find the right rhyme. So I just kind of took those ideas and I found free verse poetry and fell in love with, being able to tell a story without worrying about making it rhyme or, come up with a chorus. My favorite book of poetry is Kaddish by Allen Ginsberg. It's about his relationship with his mother, Naomi, who was suffering from schizophrenia, and kind of his way of looking back at their relationship, even though it was, very hard for him. It's a nice mixture of that feeling we have of love and sorrow. I think it's one of the most honest poems, certainly contemporary poems. Dennis Johnson is probably my favorite poet. He writes prose as well, but it's such a hard question because I feel like what poetry does well is that there's different poets for different periods or different things that you're going through. So like if you're going on a camping trip, you probably want to grab some Gary Snyder. If you've just gone through a terrible breakup, maybe you want to do some Sylvia Plath, or maybe you reach for some Ginsberg or Kerouac if you're feeling like moving on and drifting. Poetry to me is it's a condensed way of identifying like emotions that may be very complex into terms that can be felt and understood very easily. So a good poem could take something like, what is the color red? Describe the color red without using it, or describe the feeling of a year without using specific dates or things that happen. These are very complex emotions that we all share that are hard to identify, but a good poem will be able to connect without being exactly this is how you should be feeling. Our mission here is to put affordable, hard-to-find titles in the hands of the community. So you can come here and you can browse. That's something you'll never get online. It's its own experience. It's something where you're allowed to slow down and take your time. You're not feeling rushed. You're not being distracted. You can come here. You don't even have to buy anything. You can just walk around and kind of reset. I think that's what I'm very proud of here at the store, is that it is a physical location giving you physical things to do, and we need more of that. That is a really good question. Well, I feel like downtowns, if you go to any place, Youngstown, Ohio, or Chicago, or whatever, downtown is a central location. What we're seeing is this kind of sprawl of strip, like these, what do you call them? Strip malls or big box stores. And what kind of historic value does a giant store have? As soon as it's gone, there's nothing else. That's the only purpose it serves. Downtown is, residential, commercial, entertainment, arts, food, all in one tiny location, and you can walk from place to place rather than having to own a car, having to, navigate commercialism and capitalism. Downtown, you have art scene where you can just go and view and walk from place to place to place. So I think we want to be embedded in that art scene, to, be here as like ambassadors for literature.